So this evening I was thinking, I was thinking that I will continue with what we were talking about yesterday and use Burna Boy as an example. As you all know, Burna Boy is one of our own superstar, a Grammy winning award. And I want to use him as an example because most time people say, let Nigeria happen to you, may Nigeria happen to you. And they are saying it as a bad thing per se, that if Nigeria happens to you, your own is finished. So the important thing there is in saying this, we are kind of saying once you reach Obodo Yibo, your life done better, everything will be good for you. You understand that once you reach Ujapa, you don't have any problem again. Once you are born in Britain, in America, your life is set, everything will be moving on well for you. But we are beginning to see that there's a lot of problem when our young people are growing up from that adolescent age. They are coming in contact with the law and they are becoming young offenders at that very young age. From 13, 14, 15, they are becoming offenders. They are going into the system, prison system. And then by the time they are 18, they are almost not eligible for anything again. They cannot get employment. If they want to go somewhere and have an employment, they will not be able to do that. Why? Because it's already in their record. You understand? So, I used to give some people, good evening, Dorothy. Good evening, Adam. I tell people sometimes that you are crying about freedom in Nigeria, whereas Nigeria gives you so much freedom, and you are so free that you are just doing anyhow you like, You are so free that, for example, all your everything you are doing is not even on record. That's how free you are. You are so free that you don't buy people, you don't do so many bad things. If you do finish, if they not catch you at that point, that one don't pass. That's how free you are. So I wanted to use Burna Boy as an example because his mates, the people that he was with, that are with him in that place he was coming from, they are not so lucky. Today he was lucky that his parents still have the route to Nigeria. They brought him back to Nigeria and he was able to set off and become a world star, a superstar. But many other people are not so lucky. So, if you are wondering who is Burna Boy, this is Burna Boy here. So he is a Nigerian singer and a Nigerian celebrity. You understand? His name is Damini Ebun Oluwa Ogulu, professionally known as Burna Boy, and he's a Nigerian singer, songer, and record producer. And most importantly, he's now a Grammy Award. You guys, you know what Grammy Award means, And he made a tweet, although he deleted that tweet, but he made that tweet and he was basically saying in that tweet that Nigeria really don't know me. I don't care to be the biggest Nigerian artist. I am just happy I can do what I love and take care of my people from it. If you knew just half the shit I used to do for money, risking my freedom daily, you would be way happier for me. And he goes on to say in another tweet, say, I came into music industry straight from Chelmsford HMP. That means prison. I have no idea. I had no idea I would even live this long. So when people talk about me now, it's just all funny. Of course, I would perform with my injured leg or even no leg or even no arms. That is how grateful he is that he got to Nigeria and his story changed and he became a superstar. Hi, Dutsi, good evening, Echezana. So he came to Nigeria and he became a superstar. He was already in prison in London, in the United Kingdom, for young offenders. And what do you think is going to happen to somebody that is already a young offender? Nothing. And how did he become a young offender? Why? Because most times the fathers are missing at home. Fathers are missing at home. Just when did Nigerian people start traveling abroad? Just when? Since maybe 1950, 1960, highest And now already we're already having a generation that many of them are inside prison. Why? Because the fathers are not doing their duties. Fathers are missing in the life of the children. Only women are caring for the children. Everywhere you go, black women, you are looking at them, you are laughing. Oh, this single mother, this single mother. Who made them single mothers? You don't become single mother on your own. It's somebody that put them in that condition and walked away. It's the same problem we're having now in this country here. Many people from our side, they are coming from other places and they are carrying children and there is no man with them. Somebody will have 4 children, only her. She have maybe 4 children, no father. What do you think will happen to those children? Nobody to direct them at home. Nobody to show them road. And before you know it, someone is standing at the corner of the street and say, hey, bro, hey, bro. Ah, that's my bro. Before you know it, you would do it, bro, 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 bro. They will bring him inside where he's not supposed to be. He will be inside there doing bro, bro, bro. Children that we are giving birth to. You know, when you are talking about, for example, Black Americans, you can talk about, say, okay, they have a long history, so many residual trauma. You know, they are coming from a very, very bad place. But what will you say happened to a child that a Nigerian parent that carry themselves and go to London and go to America and go to New Zealand and go to Australia and go to Canada? What is the problem that they are not ending up inside? The fathers are missing. You have problem with the wife, you will just clean nyash and waka they go. We are not trying. You will just clean nyash, carry they go. You will not remember that you have children somewhere. You will go and born another one here. What we are having now, we are having single mother and serial papas. Serial papa, you born here, you born here, you born here. Only you one. He born for you here, born for you here, born you for you here, and no one you are taking care of, no one you have a relationship with, no one you are guiding through life. And on top of all the stress of this color that we are having, you will abandon young boys and young ladies. You will leave them in this country, in these places that is hard. No grandmama, no grandpapa. Everybody is looking, they are facing their life. Nobody know that every other person is existing. When Nigerian people will come together, it's about competition. What you have, what I don't have, where you are working, where you are living. No compassion, no empathy. The rat race is real in our communities. Even if they see you, they will be sizing you up for what you are wearing, how you are wearing it. Like there is no compassion. And at the end, when because now it is gradually starting, you are seeing our young men in prison from small. They will say young offenders. That young offender, they are already written it. It is already in their book of life. This thing they told us that when you are doing good, they will be writing it in your book of life. And God, they are the one doing it here. This our abroad. All these things they wrote us that when you do good, God will be writing it for you. You understand? Here, when you do any pakam, they are writing it for you. It is your own book of life. Your own book of life. They are writing it down for you. They're writing it down. On top of it, no resources, no money. Everything will be on the government. They want to do this. No, do you know the shame? The children will not be able to travel. Their mates will come back from holiday. They will say, oh, we went like this. Oh, we did this. We did this activity. Your own, they are not able to do anything. They are sitting down. Mama is working. Maybe they will look television from there. They will go outside. What can they do? Nothing. No joy. Like, we are not trying. We need to step up our game. The women are not helping matters, but the men needs to stand up. Like, if you have children with somebody and the person is not wanting to grant you access, want to use it against you, you go to court. That's why the court is there. And she cannot win you if you take the child to court. But you see our men fighting for their children, fighting to have access to their children. Very rare. Very rare. If you say, oh, you want to stay with the people, okay, oh, they don't clean your shit, they don't go. They know they look back. School is starting, they know they look back. Children, maybe they can do sport, or maybe they can even do some activity to remove them from that crime, those criminal locking on the corner. They will be nowhere to be found. And the women, they think that everything is about money. I can work, I can feed myself, I can pay rent. You think it is about that? It is not about that. Before your koro eye, those children that you're supposed to have suffered for, you will finish, you will work other work, you will build other house in Nigeria, but you will have nothing. Your children will be inside prison. They have no value that they are adding. Who is it benefiting? We come into a country, we see their system, we now grab it. Hey, without looking, you will see a young girl, they will go and marry you from Nigeria and come to abroad. You will not say, hey, is it because? Yes, it is because. It is because out of 220 million people, they marry only you and you come abroad. It is because, yes, there is an element of gratitude there that you have to bring with you. There is an element of joy there. And it is not easy. There are people that spend 10 years, 50 years, go through different things looking for that opportunity to have the legitimacy to live in that country. But you have it on a platter of gold. Our women, you need to stop all these things you are doing. You are sending our children, and it is counting on all of us. It doesn't matter whether it's not my own, but when I'm going there and I'm seeing these young people, yeah, how many black people are in Germany? Go to Heim. If you're a care worker, you know. Go to Heim, you see them. Wetin happen? Why? They are fighting about children get. Children get, how much? How much is children get that you are fighting with your wife? 150 euro in a month. Is that what you say? He's collecting children money, he's collecting children money. What do you want to use the children money to do? The money is for the children because they will have to be taken care of. You will be fighting. You see the video that was trending the other day where the man and the wife were, it's in this country, and the children are inside there, they are fighting. And children have no peace outside. They are looking at them, do, see as una be, or they look them bad, all this passive aggression that they are experiencing outside. They will come inside house, no rest. Then they will go to the corner of street. Some people gather there doing, bro, hey bro, we are compare. They will follow. Why? Because that is looking like a hope, a place for peace, a place where they can be free from all the wayo. And then inside the house, you are planning with your wife and your husband every day how you want to beat the system. Well, how una want to do the wuru wuru? Okay, they say na like this, so you go say, okay, me una go register. Hey, we don't know who born there. You don't know where the papa they una go they register. Una they teach these children how to do bad thing, but una no know. You think you are saving money, but you're already teaching the children that what they have to do is to how to break law. If Burna boy did not come to Nigeria, what do you think will happen to him? Even that wahala is still there for him body. You see the other day what he did. They say they went to club. They say he see that one girl was with a man. It was like he want that girl. Now still that thing is still there in body. That thing where he do that, if to say now for our side, that altercation happen, say they even buy for one man, for the husband of that girl. All this way in the flesh today saying be star, that one for don't finish. Ozubo, ozubo. Ozubo, ozubo. So Nigeria is giving people so many opportunity to be rascal, to be forgiving, to move on as if nothing happened to, it's like when something dirty your body, you just stand up, you do shake, everything will remove. That's Nigeria for you. But it's in abroad, they are writing and recording all the things you are doing. So why will people not look at, go out, take your children out, go to correction center, go and see who is there? Our children. Okay, let us say now maybe some youths are running around and doing something. Go and look, who are those youth? Our children. Why? Because papa know the house. Okay, you that you are a man, what will you profit you that you built a mansion in Nigeria, you built another mansion in Lagos, you build another mansion in Abuja, you own three houses in three different locations, but your children are inside prison? What will you profit you? Your children are into they take gbano, then they for colomenta house. What is your gain? Wetin you achieve for your life? Don't you look at, for example, President Obama? When Obama was president, every night Obama say he will go home to dinner with his children. Even that time they were mocking him. They say, this one, he think that presidency, that he is something he will be doing like that. It's okay, he can miss some dinner, but he made it a duty, because he say because fatherhood is the most important job for him after fatherhood, and then because if he fail at being a father, then he has failed in his life. But we don't know that. We don't know that. Our people, we don't know that. Like this story that is trending about the twins in these twins that are doing skit maker, these twins that their father was nowhere since many years. Now it looks like they are succeeding, and the father comes out and say, here I am. Why? Why will you be like that? And there are some fathers, they only come back just because the child or the got into a better condition. If condition never changes for the child, they will never show up. Why do you bring children to this world so that they will come and be going through all this? Before you are giving a woman belle, all the power is in your hand. You can prevent yourself so that you will not give woman belle. It is not compulsory for you to give woman belle. There is no excuse. So the most important thing is, even if the relationship with you and your wife break down, you must look out for the children. We can't say this enough. Our men, they are not represented in this abroad. Another thing that is going to affect our men, you see all this, you come abroad, you are running around. Instead of you to go and be working, or any business you say you are doing, you register it, have a Steuer number, be paying tax, have a Steuer number is tax number, be paying tax from whatever business you say you are doing. Let it be on record. Have health insurance, have pension, retirement plan from any, if you are doing business, this your business that you're every day you say you are doing, they should, you are doing. Our people, they are not doing all these things. They are not doing all these things. This abroad, e go hard for people. Like all the people that came in since maybe 20 years now, they are getting old. They are getting 50, they are getting 60. E go hard though. You don't have pension. Now you may able to go to job center and welfare, and they will, when you are old, they will not look at you again. They will say go to pension, and you did not prepare anything in pension. That house that you are building in Nigeria, you go and live there by time you are pensioning. And that time you are pensioning, you don't have money that you want to carry go to Nigeria. You don't have the energy and the strength to go and work again because you are old. So tell me, what our men doing? In your youth, you are doing arabanko. Children you born, you are not there for the children. You cannot spend time with the children. Anytime I go to all this our shop to buy things, you will see our men, they will be sitting down there. They will be sitting down there from morning till night. They will be sitting. You are a family man, you have children. Weekend, every day you are sitting down somewhere. Instead of you to go and be spending time with your children, map up activity you can be doing with your children, you will not do that one. Every day they will be saying, oh, our women, they are all single mother. They are, who kept them in that condition? Oyibo people, when that you are copying, when they separate, the children always remain in their care. The children always remain in the care of of both of them. They will share it. If the woman is doing graga, they will go to court and fight it. And even though they say, okay, they grant the woman full custody, they will still be giving money so that the child will be kept. So that the child will be kept well, so that the child will have what he needs until when the child is 18, the child will know what happened. But our own, you will just clean as you will just go. And the results everywhere. You go to I don't want to be showing video because they are very painful. If you go to any London, the same thing. You come here, the same thing. You go to Ireland, the same thing. You go to, there's a video somebody sent me from Australia. Australia, the same thing. Wetin happen? Wetin happen? The one of America, we can't even talk about it again. You know, but we need to do better. Okay, they say, okay, technology, we are not able to do the technology. Okay, oh, okay, which one we can't follow they do for this generation where we come now? Why can't we even say set our children on the right path? Say at least let us even lay down our own values. At least let us even be able to teach our children that, so that no matter what happens, they will not end up inside that place. Why would it be that every developed country where you go, you will go to their prison, you will be looking at people that look like us like this, they will be as if they are like animal, they need to be put away. Why? Why? Many people time we can say, yeah, they are not liking us, they are doing racism, but many times you will see that or almost 100% they committed that crime. It's not like they just put them there. They did something. Look at what Boomer Boy he said. He said what he used to do to for his freedom. Let me read it again. You see what he writes. He said, I came into music industry straight from Kempsfield prison for young offenders. I had no idea I would even be this long. I will even live this long, So, like what he wrote here the first time, he said that um I am just happy I can do what I love and take care of the people from me. If you knew just half the shit I used to do for money, risking my freedom daily. What do you think he's talking about when he's risking his freedom? Because he's doing something he's not supposed to do. This is just one person that escaped. One person, and many could have escaped. If you see all this thing that is going on in the southeast, that somebody would just rise up and begin to have access to young men and recruit them to do all this undo, is because they don't have father figure. They don't have fathers. Father are missing in their life. No father to direct them and show them the right way, the right path. And in Nigeria, they can be forgiven. Many of the times they can be overlooked, but in abroad they can't be overlooked. They are writing it down like what they are writing in the book of life. They cannot be forgiven. Yeah. So my people, I don't know. Like I feel like we are not saying this enough. We are not saying this enough. So most of the time, the money that they will go and make, what are they going to do with it? What do they want to do with it? They want to show off. They want to be throwing it on the ground. Is that enough? Why your children will not be inside? Do you know what that means? Okay, you as an African man, you came abroad, you are doing running around. Children you are having, you are not able to stay there and be there for them and help them and bring them up. Okay, tomorrow you are, and on top of that, you are running around, you go to Nigeria, you do like you say you are doing business, you are not preparing for your pension, you are not working. You are not working. Even our women, you are not doing anything that they will say, okay, every month they are paying into your pension, your retirement. You don't have any retirement plan. You think that because you can go to a job center now, that is going to be like that forever. No. By the time you are 65, job center will not take you again. They will say you should go to pension. And when you go to pension, retirement office, when you go to the retirement office, it is what you put inside that they will give you. It's not that there's something there for you to come and take. It is what you put inside. And when you hear old age poverty, it is real. It is real. And that's why many times when you are going on the park, you see our elderly people that they are a little bit elderly. You will see them on the streets, in parks. They don't have house. They can't afford it. The children that they gave birth to, they were not there for the children when they are young. And now that they are old and needing help, the children say don't know them. The children don't know them. The children move on with their life. They don't have anybody. And that Nigeria that they used to go every day, that they want to go and shine, they cannot go there and shine again. Why? Because they don't get anything. and maybe they don't even have the health. You know, we need to step up our game. Oh, this abroad is not a walk in the park. It's not a walk in the park. You have to prepare for everything, prepare for eventualities. Good evening. And some of our men, because they are trying to evade their wife, evade their, do you know, just last week they listed how many Nigerian family men that they have passed on, and they have properties and nobody have been able to come and claim them. And after a certain time, that property will belong to the UK government. Why? It's not as if they did not have children. No. It's not as if they did not marry. Oh. So what are you having property and putting and making it a secret because you have already done life insurance that you know exactly the day that you are going? Why will you have property that you are suffering for? You are depriving your children. They are living in apartment that are shared. You are not living well. You are not living well. You build mansion in Nigeria, but in abroad you are living in ghetto communities. You are not thinking about the impact of where you are living on the children that are growing there. You are thinking about just to go and build your mansion. I'm not saying you should not build mansion, but you should measure what you are doing, to what effect. To what effect you are doing it. You understand? To what effect are you doing that thing that you are doing? And the people that need that attention, even attention last one, you don't have to give. If you go to playground, you see our men that they will carry their children and come to that playground and play. Very hard. You will only be, if you see, only women will be carrying the children, only women, only, where is their father? Where is their father? You hardly have time for the children you are giving birth to. You don't know the children you are giving birth to. You don't know what they are doing. You can't tell that if they say your child did this, you can't know whether it is true or not because you don't even know the child. And before you know it, our children are ending up inside. Our children are being taken away every day because of one wahala or the other. The children will go and tell them, no, the everyday shout, 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 shout at home. They'll come and take the children. Beat. They have told you they don't beat their children. Stop, don't beat children again. You will still be throwing hand, throwing hand. They will come and collect the children. There's a video that was trending the other day in Sweden. They came and collect the children, and people were saying, "Oh, it's because they are black. This they are racism. They just because of it, they now come and carry the children." And if they don't carry the children, they will say it's because they are black. That's why they don't care about the children. I remember when I was talking about our sister Cora, I was like, she should put her acts together, do a video, remove the children from all these adult content she's doing in the presence of the children. They say they don't care, they are the children of do people, they don't care. But the day they will come and take those children, they will say they are taking it because of this. Let us even do our own. Many times the children are overwhelmed, and they will come and take that children, they will go and put the children in Heim. When they put those children in Heim, I know a case, that child, I don't know what happened. They took that child when he was the early adolescent, like maybe 12, 13. They now put that child in their care in all this system, home, care home, foster home, all those things. The child now grow up there, and by the time the child now turned 18 years, so when the child was now supposed to go back home, the child is now having a lot of. So you can see, I don't want it to talk. So you can see the woman here. Now they don't collect the children. It was trending this video. They have collected the children, and she was crying. They were holding her. Even the child didn't want to go, but you can't do anything. They have collected the child. The woman is, see, this is police. You see, 4 children. She's struggling with them. No, they have collected. There's nothing you can do again. Where is the father? Where is the father? One woman. How many children? Of course, she will not be able to take care of them. It's impossible. Good evening, Ugawi. It's impossible. What can she do? Nothing. They have taken the children. So if they will take the children, you will say, oh, because you are do. If they don't take, they will say, they don't even care about us. And because of that, say, they don't care about us. That's why they will take. They will show that they care. You see how they are holding her. It's already late. It's already late. You not go see them again. You go hard. Where is the father in all this? No father. No father. The thing is painful. It's painful. It's painful. So what I'm trying to say is we need to do better as Ndoji in diaspora. We need to do better. In fact, we have to do better. We have to do better. We have to be there for our children. Good evening, Ben Patrick. We have to be there for our children. If you are a man, enough is enough. Stop leaving your children and stop not caring. Care for your children. Send money. Support the children. Let the children be able call their mother. Let them know you. Let them know you. Be there. Some days go to the school and pick them. Not that every day only their mother. The teacher don't know even that they have a father. Is very wrong. They don't know what you look like. They don't know what you look like at the school. Imagine children are coming to school, nobody have seen their father. Children are going to kindergarten, nobody have seen their father. Why? And you are alive and you are in existence. Some days when it is your turn to take care of, go to the school, present yourself, you are so. Let them know that you are existing. Carry the child from there and go where you are going. You understand? Like, show your presence in the life of the children. Give them some psychological stability. It is very important. We cannot overemphasize it. She said no be she drive the father with her. It doesn't matter whether na she drive, but you wey you get children, shebi you sha know say you get children. Which role you dey play for the children life? Which role you dey play? Like the one I was showing yesterday where the man was packing him things, the children dey inside house. Our women, the women are not. I'm not praising the women, but at least last they are left with the children and they are taking care of the children, and they can only take care of the children as so much. The one they are doing in America, you see how well the women are being. All this generation of single mother, it's not possible. At least, boys they need a male figure, a guiding figure, but nowhere to be found. Why will you have children and you will not support the children? No emotional support, no financial support. And in fact, it's not only Boomer Boy that came back to Nigeria and become a star. There are many other people that also were born abroad and they came back to Nigeria and became stars, to become celebrity. To become celebrity abroad is not easy. It's easier for you to become a celebrity in Nigeria than for you to become a celebrity abroad. Eh? Exactly. Yeah, there are so many of them. Even like Asha. She's also born abroad, but I don't think she has anything to do with bad thing or anything. Even in Nollywood, so many of them that are acting, even Davido, they were born abroad. They will come back to Nigeria and become celebrities. So I'm just using it as a point to say Boomer Boy escaped because he came back to Nigeria. Nigeria happened to him in a positive way. Tiwa Savage was born in Nigeria, but she went abroad. I think early adolescent, like 11 or 10, she went abroad and then she came back again. So, you know, yeah. So, my people, I don't know what else to say. I just wanted us to, put it into our consciousness that the children need their father. So our men, you have to do better. You cannot have only excuse Only excuse you. Africa, everywhere, wahala. No, everybody excuse. You want to japa. The society we are japa into, it is people that created it. And I don't know how old age is going to be, because now we are all young. We are running around doing all these things, looking for where to do GBT, hit the best money around to Nigeria. We are not. We are giving back to children. We are not thinking about them. Hmm? You have to be there for your children. We have to be there for our children, because whatever happened, you and the woman, you gave birth to the children, and so the woman is doing her own part. Why can't you do your own part? Why will you walk away from the children? Why will you not fight for the right to see your children? Why will you not fight for the right to see your children? Why? I don't understand it. How can you go abroad and born children, and the children will not become something that they will be locking up inside cage? Why? Because of one thing or the other they are doing. Many of them having psychological issue, no support, no emotional support. The mother is already overwhelmed. How can one young girl have 4 children in this abroad? How can she do it? How? And most of them, maybe they can't even read all this European language. They can't write. How will they do? And they will not have money to go and pay for extracurricular activity, all these things. And you will have money, you will be building mansion in Nigeria. You will go and be flexing in Nigeria, go and be doing odogu in Nigeria. Why? All those things are not as important. Do you know what it means to have one human capacity, one human resource? Like if you stand and support that child, and the child becomes a musician, a doctor, an activist, one resource is already too much for the community. Imagine if the children are becoming professionals. That's how communities will start. They will be like, if you want to go, like here, if you come here now, as a Turkish person, they want to go to doctor. They don't have anything to do with German people. They go to Turkish doctor. They already have their own doctors. They have their own practice. They will go there. If you want to learn nursing, you want to learn all this physiotherapy, anything you want to learn, you don't need to go and be applying for German place. They will go and apply by their Turkish people, because why? They have built that human capital. How will we come all these years and we have not thought about to build any human capital in abroad? We are just competing with each other. Who build the best house? Who build the second house? I don't know. It's not even about giving a gift to the stepfather. It's about having a relationship and a presence in the life of the child. Because other children will be saying my father, my mother, or any other supports they have, but our own we don't have. That's the saddest part. And our own is some communities now, maybe their support will be in the mosque. They'll go to the mosque. The mosque will be like, I remember my sister used to live with someone, an elderly woman, and that woman, her support, and funny enough, that woman was Igbo. Her support was in the mosque, because she became a Muslim. Every day, like everything she's doing, she would just go to the mosque. It was like a community for her. Her children, I think her husband was late at the time her children were growing. So, she found that succor in the mosque. And that mosque became her support system, and they were always supporting her. Then the children are grown, and she doesn't have anything she's doing. She every afternoon when she come out, she will just go to the mosque. In our own, when we are even having church, all they care about is what they can take from you. Bring. They know you don't have. They will say, bring. Today we are contribute 50 euro. Tomorrow we want to contribute 30 euro. And they know that all the money you are getting is already accounted for. They will give you 10 euro for this, 20 euro for this, as a single mother that is not working. They don't care. No support. So the children that you know, many people in Nigeria, they don't have sympathy for children that are born abroad. They will say, ah, their own done better now. Person where they born abroad, your own done better now. Everything where they find, you get am. But they don't know that your own challenges is in another level. It's in another level completely. You know, like for example, if you are growing up in Lagos, even your neighbors can be like family to you. Eh? Your neighbors can be like family to you in Lagos, in Onitsha, in the village, but not here. Your neighbor, you don't know your neighbor don't know you. Anything happening to you inside that your flat, inside that your house, now you know. If you not let you call an ambulance, you don't finish. There was one girl, a young black girl, I don't know where she came from. She was just in her apartment and maybe watching TV or whatever, and something happened to her, and so she take go. Nobody know. Then the rent, they withdraw the money from her account because she already did all those banking, something that the money will be going straight. The money was just going, the money was just going, the money was just going until they finish all the money in that account. No money was coming again. They now say, ah, where is this person? Let them go and check. They now go to the house, lo and behold, the girl don't go. So maybe the family, they don't call 2 or 3 times. If they no hear again, they say she no dey pick call again. That one don't pass. Meanwhile, the person don't buy. No, nobody know the how, you know, nobody find out. That is how bad it is. That is how bad. When something happen now, the smell they say they know. There is the one that happened here. One elderly woman, she went to the bathroom, and when she was coming, I don't know what happened, that she jammed the door. She couldn't come out, and she was living alone, and nobody know. So she was there for days. She now thought about, she was not making one particular sound anytime she hears somebody in the other bathroom, in the other flat, because there's a wall. She now decided to be making one particular sound. So anytime that person will enter that bathroom, you will be hearing that particular sound. It was not like wondering, like, what is this sound that is coming from here? So that's why I now decided to investigate. Now press her bell, and then I was hearing faint sound. He said, help me, help me, help me. You understand? And at the end of the day, they now had to call ambulance, and they came, and they have to break the door. That was how they were able to rescue her. You know, this is their life here. They don't have, they don't know neighbor. They don't, everybody for his own. And family almost non-existent. So if you have problem, you go to the government. But you that you are foreigner, how many government you want to go? Government now go help you pay rent. Government go help you give your children money. Government, everything, government, up to how many level? You don't know how shameful it is for the children, that they will anything, they'll say, are you ahead? Don't worry now, until they maybe when your mom will go to Caritas and get again, they will be making fun of them. The children, the thing will be affecting them. Yeah, so not let's not drive the matter too long. Nnamdi Kanu uncle. I don't know what you mean. Ah, please, my brother, so let us be there for the children. Oh, the picture that is coming out from abroad, everywhere we are, is not good at all. It is not good. A lot of our children have ended up inside at very young age, and because they are going inside at that very young age, their future is already dabaru. Let us try to be there for our children. Let us be there. It doesn't matter whether you and their mother are not talking, whether the woman say don't want you to have access to the children. Go to court and fight for the access. That's why the court is there. You cannot just say, oh, the woman doesn't want me to see the children. You just clean your nyash, you just waka, they go. No, you don't do that. Because those children, they are growing. Today they are 2 years, in 5 years, they are 7 years, they are growing. So you have to play your part in your youth, in your prime, because very soon you are bubbling now. Maybe you are 30s, in your 20s, you are 40s, you are still bubbling. It's just a matter of 10 years now. Before you know it, you don't be old. You don't dey old and you no go fit go back again, and then the things that have happened in the past have happened. The children don already write am for their own record. Eh? So don't be using that excuse. And our sisters, you cannot be doing that garagara saying, oh, you want to be taking care of your children alone. What is the man there doing for you? Look at where the children are ending up. The children are ending up inside. Why? Because you are doing gragra. You say, you don't need the man, you don't need the man. Who told you that you don't need the man? Even if you don't need the man, the children, they need their father. The children need their father. So you have to make possible for the father to have that relationship with their children. You must enable that environment because it will affect the psyche of those children. It is not something that is easy for children to know that their father is somewhere. If the father don't buy, say, he's not alive, he has passed. That one is a different case. There's a closure there. At least you can grieve when you remember him. You can look at his picture. You can remember maybe whatever happened. But when the person is there, is alive, you know that he's alive and he's somewhere, and you are perambulating and suffering. You go, good, though. Good. Yeah, thank you, my brother. Please, please be there for your children. Please, my people. The picture we are getting is very bad. It's not something that we should encourage. We should do our best, at least. If they say those are Black Americans, they have trauma generations ago, what our own? What is our own problem? We carry ourselves and went to abroad just how many decades ago. All of a sudden, we are now having young children that are now inside. Why? It's not supposed to be like that. So anything you are doing, just keep it in mind that what will you profit you that you have all the mansion in Nigeria and you come back to abroad where you gave birth to children that's supposed to be an advantage and they are inside like cage. It's not good. It doesn't say well of us as a community. If God will help us, it will be better. Even if they are not rich, let them be living a good life. Let them be living a contented life, a free life that, as free citizens, that they will have their freedom to go where they want, do what they will do. If they become professionals, even well and good for the community. And we can have our own doctor, we can have our own. I remember when I was new, there was one doctor, he's from Nigeria, and he was just like a general practitioner. We used to go to his office and we don't even need to worry about speaking German. Like maybe something is worrying you, you now say ish comment. You don't need to. When you go there, you are speaking Nigerian English. You will say, I don't do like this. Everybody was going there, but unfortunately, he was sick and he passed. So that kind of thing is what we need. People that will enrich our community. And there was some that they will become lawyers, and then all these cases that we are having, that they will be our representative in court. They will go and be representing for us. That's what we need. We need to be able to bring up children that will be a source of strength for the community. If the one that are good in talking, they will be our own activist spokesperson. They will be in front speaking for us. We'll be because we need representation. We don't need all this enhancing the stereotype. They say you be thief, then they find something, they no see something, now you constantly appear. So it's not telling well on us. And so all this misbehavior, you are misbehaving as an adult, that you go from Nigeria, you go abroad, you go and be misbehaving. Why? There's no need for all that. But especially if you're having children, please, my people, no matter, make up your mind, no matter what happened, good evening, my manners, no matter what happened between you and your wife, be there for the children. Full stop. Do what you can. Let the children know. Children are not stupid. Let the children know that you are there for them. Have a relationship with them. Let them have access to you so that they will be able to contact you in case of problem. And don't let it be that it's only their mom that is picking them from school. Map out on days that you will go to their school and pick them. Maybe they have activity in the school. Map out that they take free, that they go and be there in that school. Let them be seen so the child can point and say, that's my father. It will give them that some kind of rest of mind. Yeah, my father is here. Don't be a father that is alive, but it's almost like he's not alive in the life of the children. they turn the head upside down, and all the stress that they are already getting, and then before you know it, they say, what do they care? They lose it, and at the end of the day, they end up, when a child is not even 18, is already inside, his record is completely gone. He can't do anything again. He can't walk. He can't become a professional again. Why? Because he has criminal record. He can't do anything. He can't be anything. Any job he wants to take up now, any training he wants to, they will say, fill this form. When he fill form, have you been inside before? Yes. What is the offense? Story don't enter. No way again. That means they have to go back to the street and commit more and end up in jail. Yeah. So, my people, I thank you so much for being a part of this program. I know that it's like we are pontificating, but I believe that we really need to talk about these things, especially for us abroad. Let us also be talking about things that affect us abroad. So, by the grace of God, tomorrow we will look into the bingos in the kingdom of the bingos, what is going on in Alandium bingos. Tomorrow they will be doing their sit at home, so we can look at what is going on. And I'm hearing that there are so many activities. I've seen the videos of what is going on in a Toto or something like that. So yeah, by the grace of God, tomorrow we look into the stories of Ndimbu, Akụkọ Ndimbu. So I greet every one of you. I don't know, does anybody want to add to the conversation, or should we end it here? Does anybody wants to add to the conversation, or we can end it here? It's a brand new one I get from Mr. Z-Boy. Okay, you would like to phone in, then you can call. My phone is here. Yeah, so that's my number if you want to call in. So the number is here now. You can call in with the number. Hello.
Hello, Stardom. Good evening.
Hey, good evening. Let me put on the speaker. Okay, yeah, go on.
All right, thank you very much for this wonderful topic, and including every other very nice topics you've been discussing over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of this one, in terms of morality of our kids overseas, and all of that, the shortcomings they are facing, and all of that, for me, there's something I always ask myself. If you look at the African community, for example, you look at like the Ghanaians, the Cameroonians, the Nigerians, the Africans living overseas, especially in Europe. Then you now compare it with communities like Chinese, the Indians, and all of that. You find out that a black person will leave Nigeria, for example, and spend only 1 month, sometimes even 1 week for UK. He will begin to speak French. He will begin to misbehave and do anyhow. Immediately they will just dump their culture. When you see these Chinese people, you see Indians, they go everywhere with their culture. They don't derail. You will see the man and the woman planning their lives. There's one family I know here in Germany, they have 1 car. When the woman close for work, he could drive car, go wait for the husband for car park. The husband will when you close, you will join her, they will go home. You will see this kind of unity. You hardly see they have divorce, they have breakup, all this drama. No. But why is it that is very peculiar with our people? The moment they come overseas, the man will suffer and bring her, the wife from Nigeria and bring her overseas. The moment she comes here, so I can do this, so I can do that. Chaos, catastrophe. that is affecting us as a people. Whether it is inferiority complex or I don't understand what exactly is wrong with us. The moment we come in here, we just begin to misbehave. Look at the video you shared some couple of, was it yesterday about this boy who was in the train, who was threatening another Gambian guy and all of this kind of behavior. Where did it go wrong? You know? So I really don't know. So this is my own contribution in terms of like looking at other communities like Indians and Chinese, how they behave in comparison to us Africans. The difference is clear. I won't lie to you. Yeah, that's just my own observation.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Like me, I see that observation too, and I think that the problem we are having is we think about tradition only about food. When we are talking about our culture, we are not looking at our culture as our values. Instead, we are looking at our culture as dance. Once they are talking about culture, is dance. Everybody will be dancing, or music, or food, or maybe to go and do traditional whatever in the village. That's what we think is culture. And the culture is more than that. Culture is also our value system. How do we build our society? And I think that is also what is missing at the core, because our society is now about all you can get for yourself. Me first. So, and when we come abroad, when you come abroad, it's not about, hey, your own done better, and your family will like, our own done better. You understand? So everybody is looking at me. So you have two people who are living, who are supposed to build one unit normally, But when we come abroad, everybody is looking for their own. Just like we are having in Nigeria, like when you say somebody should go and build road, they are thinking about to build one upstairs for themselves in the village, and that's enough for them. If the people like make them buy for road, consign them. So I believe that we are supposed to establish at this point value system for ourselves. What is important and what is not important, and what do we take as priorities for us as a couple, as a community, as young men and women. You understand me? If we don't have that value system, there's no way we can say, okay, our culture, because shebi when you say culture, they will say, our culture, we cook egusi the way we cook egusi, the way we cook ogbolo. The other one will say, ferriro, this one will say a black soup, and I be the our jollof rice is better. That will be their own, what they are thinking is culture. But they don't know that how you organize your community is also culture. You understand? So we need to evolve and come into this new century with the other people, because we are just stuck. We are just copying. We see that white people, when they come together, it's not working. They divorce each other. We like it like that. Stay your own, build your own. We copy it, but we don't see how they continue from there. You understand how they try to have friendship or no friendship, but there's a process. You have to pay some money, and you have to have days that you spend time with the children. The children come to you some days, the children come to their mother some days, so that the children will have access to both of you. You understand? They don't see other ones, so they only see what they want to see. And our women, it's like maybe you think you will never be free. Now maybe this syndrome, when you are coming, first of all of a sudden, imagine somebody that is coming from the village, all of a sudden he's sitting inside plane, he's looking down. Hey, now maybe this, hey, then you get abroad, hey, now maybe this. And then when you get abroad, you now see how you are living. You have to live in a small apartment, because of course that's what you can afford in the beginning. You now be thinking, and this one I won't come do me, that everybody now know that I'm abroad. So you want to go break back and do something big, so that you understand. So everything is holding you down. The system is holding you down, so you want to break it so that you hammer, so that you will go home and shine. the woman that they bring, hey, oh, na me be this, I have to go and show those people that told my mother, say, you born girl, you know, be pikin. The one that said bad thing will say good thing, because they will see the things I am doing, and everybody will be thinking their own individual things, and they will not be thinking about the unit that they want to create. And meanwhile, they have already put children inside. They already put children inside. So you will see the woman will have her own plan, and because of a lot of unfaithfulness, uncertainty, it's also very it becomes very dangerous. Say, okay, you are building with your husband, and tomorrow he say, okay, he's not doing again. Everything you build with him becomes contentious. You may not have access to it. So it's becoming safe for you. Say, okay, let me be building my own, or be building your own. So tomorrow, if a road no gree us to go together, everybody go see where it go enter later. You see? So at the end of the day, the problem we are having is, at the core, we don't have our own value system. So we are just taking from here, you see for here, you take, you look for here, you take, but we don't have the one that is guiding us from inside. The only thing that is guiding us, or that is pushing us, is that need to go and excel above the other people, and shine above the other people, and arise.
Competition.
Exactly. So when you have that as only what is driving you, you don't care. It's like a bulldozer. You know, you are going, you don't care who falls. At you want the end, you want the end to justify the means. So that's how I will interpret it. You understand me? Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Blezo. I completely agree with you 100%. Another thing again, I know a lot of people are do listen to you, and even your live videos, and people who will come later on when you are offline. But there's something I would like to tell, especially women. You know, I know there's different situations that leads to divorce. You know, there are men who tend to misbehave and all of that. Or you know what is happening, the marriage will crash. But please, for the sake of your children, like you said yesterday, do not be this toxic mother towards the father of your children. Because at the end of the day, this kind of negative attitude you exhibit towards their father has a long way to also affect the psychology of the children. This is why you now find out that a lot of children, especially when you look at crime rate, for example, and when you profile these kids and all of that, you find out that most of them come from single homes, single parents, and all of that. And these kinds of attitude, the way you talk to their father, they are watching you, they are seeing it. They begin to see that this thing is normal, this is the right way to behave. You know, they now have this internal grudge in their heart, this tendency to be very violent. Look at that kid you was talking about yesterday that destroyed the mother's house. That didn't just start for one day. That is not a making of 1 year or 2 years. That is like levels upon levels of rage that has been taking place in that boy's mind over a long time. We don't stay with them. We don't know how the mom behaves towards his dad or whatever and all of that. But at the end of the day, these women, they think they are punishing the man, but they are not. They're actually destroying their kids. You see, a woman will say you have no right to see your child. You think the child is happy. He or she will go to school. They will see their friends. They will see people how they go out with their dads. They take ice cream. You know, there is this internal grudge they will have for you as a mother. The day it snaps, it will be like magic. So I would somebody to advise ladies, please, if you have any beef with the man and the man is there to say, okay, well, I want to be in this children's life, please give him a chance. Except he's a douchebag, who does sorry to use that word. Except he's somebody who doesn't care, then you can say, okay, this is not my fault. But if it's somebody that says, okay, I want to be in the children's life, please don't look at what happened, what led to your divorce. Please allow him to be in the children's life. Like Blessum have said this evening, we want our kids to be people who would push for us. You know, those who know those who know how to speak, who come out and speak for us on our behalf. Those who have intelligence into going into medicine, engineering, and all of that. they begin to excel. It not be every time any bad thing. You will still say now one person of color nine center. Why? You will enter trade, you don't want to pay. You will probably committing all sort of unnecessary crimes. This is not the way for us to go. So thank you so much, Blessing, for this platform. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, my people, our brother have summarized everything I'm saying. And one of our brother, I greet you, my brother. He's writing. He said, I've noticed that Chinese, Indians, except maybe Pakistanis, Jews, their children don't, go mental for street. They know they steal. They know they go. They do bad things. Why is it that na our own? Why? Now the question where we need to ask ourselves, because me, I dey look and say nobody fall from tree. I look at it that nobody fall from tree, that we are all product of our parents. And at the time we are born, we are all innocent. Abi, we were all born innocent. We don't know anything. And then when we are born, it is when it starts. What we are, it's like an empty computer. You start programming the child, you start putting. So I believe the child is picking up clues from us. And I feel like all these current moves that we are doing, we are thinking is sharp. We want to beat the system. These children are looking at us trying to beat the system in one way or the other. The children are looking at us trying to beat the system, and we are not taking it into cognizance that the children are all watching us. You understand? And then by the time the children are growing up, they are now seeing that if there is any law in the land, it is to be broken. The children are thinking that the laws is supposed to be broken because you have laid that foundation, because every rule you are looking for how to go around it. Even tickets, ordinary ticket to buy tickets, you are looking for how to cheat the system. I remember one time one lady I was asking that lady because you could actually ask somebody to give you like monthly tickets. If the person is not using it, can give to somebody else. So she now told me that you don't know, I go do like this, you go like go that. I was surprised. I like, so this ordinary ticket again, you have to go and be doing all these urukere moves, and the children are seeing what you are doing. Our children are very smart. They are seeing you trying to have your way around the system. Everything that you're supposed to do to show example, you are not showing example. Inside house, many people, for paper, they say their papa, they don't know who their papa be, but their papa, they inside house with them. How do you want that child to now see her legality? How do you want that child to see legality as a way to go? How do you want that child to see uprightness? It's just like what our brother is saying, is that to outsider, it must appear that like we they embrace bad thing. Okay, your child will do something, you will make excuse, you will just excuse it away. You say, na small, it doesn't, and you know that the system is not going to say na small pikin. You take it serious. You take it serious. Everywhere you are going, you are not raising children that they don't want to follow the rules. Why? Then there's a problem within the family. I still believe it's something within the family, because the children did not fall from trees. The children are a product of their parents. And if their parents are upright, then they will teach their children uprightness. And if you are not together with your wife or the mother of your child, then you have to be present one way or the other to direct the children. You have to be somewhere that the children can have access, that they can call you, that they know my father, they know your opinion about issues of life. They know your mindset. They'll say, like, that's training. Like when your child knows, my father will not like this thing. My father will think like this. But you are nowhere to be found. And the woman will always shout, hey, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. You can't have control over teenage young man as a girl, as a woman. You can't. It's very rare. It's very rare for you as a woman to have control over teenage young boys, because they are even young girls. Before you know it, the cycle of single motherhood is already repeating. Look at what our brother wrote. Say the native breeds are asking this question. Many youths would rather fight police rather than or cooperate. And I don't know, because maybe they see it from their father. Like there's a video that was trending today that somebody was actually doesn't want to listen to police today. So when they are already doing it in Nigeria, they will not go abroad and continue from there. I was thinking I saved that video. So we don't believe in authority. We don't believe in following rules. We believe in challenging authority. And meanwhile, they train them to follow authority without complaint. They try their best. If they want to complain, they will do it legally. Not this unruly matter. If you are coming in contact with police, they say, the police will ask you something. Say, okay, for example, here, like there was a case that happened here. So it was a person of our color like this. He was in the train. They say, okay, your ticket, he said he showed a ticket, and they said the ticket he showed is not valid. Normal, it's okay. Give us your identity so we can write your fine for you. He was not claiming, what do you mean? This ticket is like this. Yeah, but they don't want to hear. Once they say your ticket is invalid, you have to bring your identity or they will call the police. It's the protocol. And before you know, you now lead to dragging. They now hold your hand before they now, all these things. It's unnecessary. Unnecessary. You bite your lips, you suck it in, you give them, because if their own people do like that, One time I saw a group of tourists. I think those tourists, they were from maybe America or Britain. They were standing at the bus stop. They bought the tickets really, but they bought the wrong one. And they were inside the train. And when the controller came in and they were like showing him the ticket, he now told them that no, it's the wrong one. They said, oh, they didn't know. He said, yeah, sorry. They either you pay the fine now or you give me your ID card. So they brought out there. That time it was 60 euro. They were like four. They paid that 60 euro cash because they didn't know, but it doesn't concern the controller. It's the law. But our own now, I pay, I have it, you everything. You don't have to fight everything. You don't have to be constituting a problem for yourself, dragging the situation. Even the Bible said it, that if you settle quickly, some things you have to settle it on the road. Nobody is teaching the children because the fathers are also behaving like that. Maybe the mothers are also shouting and aggression, I don't even know. I don't know. I believe that the religion, we are just using the religion as an escape. I don't think that they actually believe in it. I think it's almost replacing a social life. Religion is almost replacing the social life for people who are not social. So religions become their own social events. That's what I see. Eh? So Burna Boy got away because he came back to Nigeria. Many of them were not so lucky. The other time they were doing Big Brother Nigeria, I think it was last year. Last year there was one girl. She was a Metropolitan Police and she came to join that BB Nigeria. Forgotten her name now. Remind me if you know. And while that program was going on, the news came in that the brother was pied on the road in their streets, because that's what they are doing in their community. Everybody is spike. They're fighting each other. Young boy, I think the brother was about 20 or so. The news came while she was still doing Big Brother Nigeria, or just thereabouts. Either she was still there or around the time she exited, something like that. So where is the religion if it's not imparting in the communities? Where is it? Look at this there's this Black American man that has this Nation of Islam or something like that. He used it to gather people around that his area. Young men, put them to order. Every time they are going there, they listen to him. Of course, we may not agree with his the things he's saying, but the important thing is he has created a community for those men and women where they come together, they listen, they get encouragement, they are fired up to be better, to do good, to not get in trouble with the law. And that is paramount. When they are training children, they don't want the child to get in trouble with the law. But once the child gets in trouble with the law, that is the end. Of what use is it? So we cannot be encouraging all this kind of criminality and giving excuses. Yeah, Louis Farrakhan, exactly. They are using it to organize their communities. That's what we see. Even all these Asian people, they do all this yoga, this meditation. People go there. It becomes a way of calming down. But our own religion is to go there and show off and even gossip, even fight. But there are a lot of pastors and religious leaders in the abroad that are really helping also, helping the people, giving counseling, if you may, because when people are coming new, the situation is very dire. Most of the time, it's only the church and the small congregation they can go to, and there are a lot of pastors in that position that are actually helping people. So we must not also underestimate their own impact. Of course, depending on the person you meet, but I don't know how else to say it, that we need to do better. We need to do better. We need to do better. There is something very, very pathetic that they go say, the thief, but every day if you pass, something go lost. Be thief, be thief. Once they shout thief, you then look who they see now you. We have to ask ourselves the question. Even if they are pointing hand say thief, 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 and they look, na you, na you, na you, wetin happen? You are not the only one in this life. Why must it be you? Why must it be you? Why can't you raise a new value system and new standard? For example, if you go to America, there's these people, they have Amish community. In those Amish community, they don't have anything to do with the war. They just retreat. And so, for example, those people now, temptations of all the things in the world will not be their problem. And so we can also do something like that, so that we're not going to be trying to do bad thing because we want to show off with big material things. We can also bring our own expectation of others normal, down. Let everybody be. Who can afford it, let it be. Stop using it as to oppress other people. Let it show them up. No. If you can get good things, big things, good on you. Go for it. Don't use it to look down on people who don't have. Show compassion and be merciful, and so that we will not be seeing our children inside cage. The thing dey pain me when I see all this thing. Sometimes you will see social worker, they will be going, our children are with them, they will be the one coming. For example, you want to go and buy shoe, you go to a shoe shop, like now that school just started, you go to all the shops to buy something, you will see them, they are inside, they came with the children. Why? Because they are taking them from their parents. Why? Because when the wahala don too much, some of the children, when their problem don too much, maybe they cannot concentrate again in the school, they become a problem child, they will take them away, they will go and be putting them somewhere, where they can be during school hours. Some of them, they can't go to school again. Their head they contain school, wetin dem dey teach for school no dey enter their head again, block. But normally our people are very intelligent people, so all this problem that the children did not bargain for, we can do better. At least from the home front, I believe that if we can put things right from the home front, it will be better for everybody. Like, I don't know, it's just like a drop of water on a hot stone. But yeah, we have to start from somewhere. We just have to start from somewhere. And that's why I'm just looking at it like this. So, Boomer Boy got away. Many others did not get away. And yes, Nigeria can happen to you in a better way, and you become somebody in Nigeria. Just like Boomer Boy became somebody, there are people also who became somebody. So this is his Boomer Boy. For example, this young woman, she was born also in the UK, and she came back to Nigeria. Like Davido, he was born also in Nigeria. Eh? He was born in the US. He came back to Nigeria. This is Asa. Asa was born also in Paris. She came back to Nigeria. She is a star, and through Nigeria, she became a superstar, traveling the world over. You know, so you know this our brother Netusi. So they were born abroad. Zakoji, you know him. So these people they are, but this is a Banky W, what they call it, Banky W. He is also born abroad, and they came back to Nigeria. They became stars. This is Sheyi Shea. I don't know if you know her. So there are so many people that also came back to Nigeria, and Nigeria happened to them in a positive way. They became superstars because it's not easy to launch and become a celebrity as a person like this abroad, but it can be easy if you have the skill, if you have the talent in Nigeria, you can be launched forward immediately. So it's not always a bad thing that happen, that we're supposed to be highlighting and carrying it on our head. Every society have where they are still working towards, and we can work towards our own. We can make it better. We can make it better because it's the people in Nigeria that are making it what it is. And the places we are jackpying to that we want to be part of, it is also human being that make it very good and the way it is. But still, we'll still come and bring that our jagbajan this there and be causing nuisance. And children that we give birth in their society, we are not able to set them straight to also represent and be fruitful. That is something we need to call ourselves to order. And to all our children that are doing well, I appreciate you guys. Keep it up, continue doing well, because of course there are many that are also professionals, especially in the US. I don't know about I believe in London also they will have those who are doing well, but overwhelming, a lot of them are also on the other wrong side. You know, yeah, so we need to show that support, and here we are still seeing it because we don't have many yet. They are just coming up, and there's no support system. There is rarely any support here for the children, especially because of the language barrier, you see. Yeah, so my people, I thank every one of you once again. I'll see you guys tomorrow by the grace of God. Bye for now.